by Michelle Walling, CHLC. In5d's Michelle Walling and Gregg Prescott go woo-woo. The newest site on the web for no-holds-barred woo-woo information has just been launched by In5d.com's Gregg Prescott and Michelle Walling. This joint venture was birthed on July 14th of 2016 as the couple contemplated just where to go in their next direction, as they felt they have completed the missions that they both came to Earth to accomplish. The In5d family has birthed a new baby. Gregg Prescott's history. Gregg grew up in the small upstate city of Oneonta, New York. As a young child, he found a small ad in the back of a magazine for a magic book and saved up his allowance to buy it without his parents finding out. He checked the mailbox every day that summer until it came and immersed himself into the world of fantasy and manifestation. Gregg feels like he has always been awake, but his official awakening point in his life was when he and his first wife had a baby girl that melted his heart. And that would be the trigger to aligning with his mission as a starseed and time traveler that came here to help humanity in this very special time. Gregg received a very telling reading from astrologist and psychic Lavendar, who told him of his starseed origins and defined a bit more of a time frame for his mission to be completed. As a triple Libra, Gregg found himself always seeking balance his whole life and sees how the world is mirrored through his goal. A related post, How to Find Your Pleiadian Starseed Markings. After a failed attempt in his younger years to stay in college at his parents' guidance, Gregg completed his master's degree later in life and became a child and family therapist. After all those years of studying and learning about human behavior, he found himself barely making ends meet in this field in Florida, where they pay you in sunshine. Little did he know that his life would change when his first wife asked him if he had ever watched the movie The Secret. As a master manifester, Gregg was reminded of his capability through this movie, and the rest, you could say, is history. Gregg quit his job and started In5d.com in 2009 after he received a galactic download from his star guidance to create a database of articles and videos that would get people to question everything in their lives. Gregg had a dream in 2008 that revealed that he came back from 26 years in the future as a, quote, master copy, unquote, of himself to help Earth reach the critical mass tipping point needed to shift the Earth into a new vibrational frequency. The name In5d was given to him and means into the fifth dimension and beyond. Gregg would reach his goal by working 10 to 12 hours plus per day for years to provide a huge database of spiritual, metaphysical, and esoteric material. The idea was for the awakened souls to have a website to receive esoteric and metaphysical information and to learn how to heal themselves as we prepare for a transitional period that humans on Earth have never experienced before. Gregg added a daily alternative news feed to In5d that is updated 365 days per year, and all of In5d's news and articles became available by email subscription so people could check out the latest alternative news, articles, and videos without having to visit several sites. As he was working on In5d.com, Gregg saw a need for alternative health information to supplement the information he was spreading around the world. Thus, BodyMindSoulSpirit.com was born in 2013, affectionately nicknamed BMSS, and has grown into a reliable source for awakened humans looking for a way to find the truth about pharmaceutical, medical, and ecological problems in the world and why they are occurring. Gregg has certainly made an impact on the world, as In5d.com is one of the top websites in the world, and BMSS continues to be one of the favorite alternative user-friendly websites in the alternative health world. Gregg had his first UFO sighting as a teen while attending a keg party on top of the world in upstate New York in the Catskill Mountains. Please keep in mind that at that time the drinking age was 18. While waiting for a friend to bring the tap, Gregg and a group of 7 other youth were on top of a local mountain when 3 UFOs flew over the adjacent mountain, hovered for 3 to 5 seconds, then took off in the opposite direction. This left an everlasting impression on Gregg. A few years later, his sister was driving to East Sydney Dam at night with her boyfriend David and their mutual friend Patty. The next thing they knew, their car was pulled off to the side of the road and 6 hours had elapsed. Since then, he has bought a pair of Generation 3 night vision goggles and has seen thousands of UFOs both with and without the goggles. Recently, Gregg merged with his higher self / spirit guide, Tamara, while meditating on the 99.9% quartz crystal sands of Siesta Key Beach in Florida. Shortly afterwards, his third eye completely opened, which further increased his ability to see visions of what is about to happen to us in regards to the shift on a global level. Michelle Walling's history. Well, I grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, the daughter to hippie parents in 1969. As a young child, I never really fit in with other children and was always conscious of being an observer of the world around me. I was smart enough to be moved from kindergarten into first grade, so I was always one of the youngest children in class in school. My parents divorced when I was 7 and my sister was 8. We both moved with our father to Austin, Texas, the music capital of the world. I had a different life than most kids, as I grew up backstage with many well-known musicians in the blues genre. My father was a music lover and enjoyed the nightlife Austin had to offer in the 70s and 80s. I was mostly around partying adults when I was not in school, and had to grow up really quick as the surrogate mother of a sister that was either born mentally challenged or had an adverse reaction to vaccines around age 5. The cause is supposedly unknown by doctors, but I have done a lot of research about vaccines. I was reluctant to go to college, but was given a small inheritance from my grandmother that allowed me to receive a bachelor's degree in business administration with a minor study in real estate. I was fired from my first job out of college at a very large, prestigious marketing firm for fraternizing with the mailroom manager too much during my slow times. Apparently, in a business embedded in hierarchy and black magic, the mailroom manager knows many secrets, and I became a threat to the security of the firm. I mention this because it was one of the first tragic things that happened to me in the world of Illuminati as a young adult on my own. There were many signs and events in my life that would show me that something is just not right in this world. I went on to become a successful office manager and executive administrative assistant for some great companies. My first marriage ended in 7 years after my son was born, and I became a single mother struggling to survive with very little child support and average income, with a credit card debt and car payment. When I met my second husband, who owned a high-level oil and gas consulting firm, the doors opened up for me to climb the corporate ladder in the oil and gas industry. I was all of a sudden almost at the top of the ladder in an Illuminati ring, cloaked in wealth and good old Texas buddies. I was setting myself up for a grand awakening at the pinnacle of my career and marriage, as I had everything I could ever want except pure happiness. There was a black hole inside of me that I did not know how to fill. In 2010, my husband introduced me to a series on TV called Ghost Hunters. This TV show was to be the trigger of awakening to the existence of other realms and dimensions, and would eventually lead to my studies of the afterlife, spirituality with a metaphysical twist, and extraterrestrials. My guidance led me from one book to another, and the internet became a wealth of information that was not taught in school or in the real world. Through reading many books about off-world beings that communicated with psychics, I received the information about volunteers that came to Earth from other planets and galaxies, alternative energy, spaceships, and reincarnation. I wondered why we weren't taught these things, and I realized that just about everything I had been taught was a lie. After learning the truth about the oil and gas industry, I could no longer support the industry. I had to make a difficult choice to leave my husband and career behind. Even though he was very supportive of my new endeavors at first, my husband was not willing to retire, and our paths had already begun to separate vibrationally. I had an irreversible desire to study as much as I could about all things esoteric, metaphysical, paranormal, extraterrestrial, spiritual, and supernatural, and wanted to have a partner in my life that I could talk to about anything and everything related to my interests. I called out to the universe that I would dedicate the rest of my time here on Earth to serving if I could have that one request. Otherwise, well, they may as well come and pick me up. Then magically, Gregg Prescott appeared into my life. Through a bizarre sequence of synchronicities, I met Gregg at his In5d conference in Sarasota, Florida in 2013. We have been inseparable ever since. We have had several past lives together, notably. We have also received much intel about our plan in this lifetime to work together to aid as many people as possible in their spiritual awakening. This is where my writing skills came in handy, as I became an admin and staff writer for In5d.com, as well as contributing author for BMSS. As a person who thirsts for the truth, I then began to dive down the rabbit hole about the origin of our planet, the takeover of our planet by a small group of malevolent archons and extraterrestrials, and the plan to aid in freeing the planet and humanity by old soul starseeds incarnating into the density that some people call hell on Earth. And this led to my creation, howtoexitthematrix.com, a website focused on the possibility that the reality that we see and feel is a holographic projection that was originally created as an experience for soul growth until it was hijacked. All of my In5d articles, BMSS articles, Cosmic Radio Show videos, and guest appearances on other shows are archived in my website, cosmicstarseeds.com. Mary Rodwell's work inspired me to create a database about the Star Children, thestarchildren.net, and their special needs because of their important role at this time. My passion for all things starseeds led me to becoming a certified holistic life coach in 2015, where I would be able to provide coaching sessions that would help those awakening individuals who know that they are here on a mission. I was invited to speak at a conference in Finland in May of 2016, where I made my first telepathic contact with one of my multi-dimensional family members on a spaceship. Also, I found out that a few of the speakers and attendees at the conference are family members on this ship, and then I found out that Gregg is also on my ship as well, at the helm, of course. 3 other spaceships hovered over the hotel where the conference was held for the week while I was there, holding the vibration and protection for everyone. This allowed me to feel what the 5th dimensional and higher reality was like. That bridged the gap between my star family on the ship and my consciousness, allowing me to finally get my own confirmation that everything I had resonated with about being from the stars was really true. Gregg and I enjoy having meetups and conferences as a part of the In5d community efforts in bringing like-minded people together in person. Our next In5d scheduled conference is Woo Woo Indeed, a psychic conference in Sarasota, Florida on Saturday, October 15, 2016, with 6 high vibrational speakers, including Gregg and myself, kicking things off. We also have Morgana Starr, Pamela Arlen, Kim Babcock, and Kelly Coffey. Check out the details of this fun-filled day at www.in5devents.com. About woowoomedia.com. Some people may ask, why start up a new website when the In5d family already has 5 grown children? Gregg and I noticed that there are many people here on the planet with different levels of awakening and knowledge, and it was becoming hard to please everyone on In5d with just the right mix of material. So we branched out with how to exit the matrix for some of the truth that may not be so pleasant to take, and BMSS is a website that has less woo-woo than In5d, and you can probably share the majority of the articles with just about anyone in your family on that site. Woo Woo Media's goal is to take the In5d level and stretch it beyond your imagination. While it may not be for everyone, those that are woo-woo will love hearing from like-minded people. I've been having dreams about small babies over the last several months. Recently, I had a dream that I actually gave birth to twins. While contemplating how Gregg and I could pass the time between now and the time that we are to return to our ship, we decided to birth a new website that would give us some new goals. Many times in the past, when I would ask Gregg what kind of article I should write for In5d, he would reply, "Well, they really like the woo-woo." There was a period of time where I was studying David Icke and Matrix material where I wasn't writing the woo-woo anymore, and although I had to receive that part of the big picture, I was really missing out on the out there material. The woo-woo things can't be proved until you have made first contact yourself, whether it is in person, telepathically, via spaceship sightings, via signs and synchronicities, or in your dreams at night. It's something that would make you say, you just can't make that shit up. And that is the story of how we decided to birth the new website, woowoomedia.com. Our focus is to share information on the paranormal, supernatural, and metaphysical, including extraterrestrial and interdimensional, as well as anything that is out there. We get great pleasure out of having completed our mission together and consider this venture something that we created together out of love for each other and humanity. Because it was created with love, we can't go wrong. If you are woo-woo too, we would appreciate your support by liking our Facebook page and sharing our articles and videos on all social media sites. We hope to expand the woo-woo community with videos based on first contact and disclosure, the waves of the shift, and a forum where we can discuss personal experiences or ask questions. And we have done that. We have a woo-woo chat. Just look for the woo-woo chat menu at the top of the page on woowoo.com. What makes woo-woo media unique? Original woo-woo articles by Gregg Prescott and Michelle Walling. Experiencer, contactee, NDE, psychic, and disclosure contributing articles from all over the world. No holds barred, let your hair down and put it all out there material that you just don't get at the work water cooler. In5d radio shows that are woo-woo related, including my Cosmic Awakening show. A free interactive chat room where people can share their experiences as well as ask questions. An opportunity to subscribe to a woo-woo daily update in your email inbox. Exclusive access to my upcoming new free ebooks, including A Beginner's Guide for Walk-ins and Starseeds. By subscribing to Woo Woo Media, you will have the freedom to unsubscribe later if it's not for you. This first book will be finished by the end of August 2016. MP3s or YouTubes from Woo Woo Media's YouTube channel embedded into some articles to assist the visually impaired or those who wish to listen rather than read the articles. And everything is free on Woo Woo Media. We do all of this for you because it brings us great joy in helping to birth a new earth. We can only do this with the support of our In5d family and our newly found awakened starseeds. So please spread the word and interact with us. Feel free to contact us using the form at the end of this article for questions, comments, and suggestions. You can also become a contributing writer by submitting your article or Woo Woo experience via a Microsoft Word attachment or existing web page through our contact form. With love, Gregg and Michelle, woowoomedia.com, contributing editors. There are links for the following: Gregg Prescott's Facebook page. Follow his personal posts, In5d, In5d Radio and Network, BMSS, and Woo Woo Media all in one place. Michelle Walling's Facebook page. Follow my personal posts, In5d, BMSS, Matrix, Cosmic Starseeds, Cosmic Awakening Show, In5d Network, Woo Woo Media, and the Star Children all in one place. Click here to like and follow Woo Woo Media's Facebook page. Woo Woo Media has a YouTube page. Woo Woo Media has a Google Plus page. We have a Twitter. In5d.com can be reached from Woo Woo Media. Upcoming conferences and meetups can be found on In5devents.com. In5d has a YouTube page with all of In5d Radio's episodes and In5d Network videos. You can reach BodyMindSoulSpirit.com from Woo Woo Radio Media. You can reach CosmicStarseeds.com from this link. You can reach HowToExitTheMatrix.com from this link. You can reach TheStarChildren.net from this link. And last but not least, you can reach my Starseed support site through MichelleWalling.com. Don't forget to join our chat 24/7. You can sign in by using Facebook or another social media. You can also subscribe to Woo Woo Media on the right-hand column of the website to receive emails every day, once a day. Thank you.